All right, chat, you know the deal. We got some TikToks sent in to us. These are always entirely done by you, chat, viewers, people sending them in. If you do not send them in through my Discord, I don't get them. Without getting them, then I don't have the content and I can't do these. So if you like to see these more often and you find some TikToks that you think are enjoyable, funny, or horrendous, put them in my Discord. Mods will go through them, make sure they're good to go, give them to me, and then we can go through them on stream. So this is completely always basically powered by you guys. So if you want to see more of it, you know how to. First up, 1 minute of useless Overwatch 2 facts.
Useless Overwatch 2 facts for a minute straight. If you wave to Bob as Ash, he'll wave back. The plus symbol in the enemy's attacker spawn is not centered properly.
How long has it been like that? I'm so glad that they removed 2CP.
Orisa is the only hero whose feet you can see if you look down and jump.
Is that true? I've definitely looked down and jumped on so many heroes, or on especially on Orisa, and I remember Orisa. Holy shit.
Oasis University, one spawn room contains a pot that contains another pot. And talking of Oasis University, have you ever noticed there's a whole classroom back here?
It should have been in Karku's GeoGuessr. No one would have got this shit.
Winston does 1 damage when he leaps into the air, making it the lowest damage attack in the game. Pink Mercy is the only...
Fun fact, way back in Overwatch 1, we had these events where we could do creator patches. We were told that they had to be goofy and like April Foolsy. That's how actually the Reinhardt one-shot on Slam became a thing, because I made that as part of my patch notes. It did like 400 damage, and then they eventually were like, we actually like it, so they put it in the game at like 250. But one of the other changes I made was I made the initial jump for Winston do, I think like 100 or 50 damage. So you could like sneak up behind people on Winston and then jump up, and then like it would just make them explode. You just like jump up, jump down, and they just poof. It was great.
In the game, Pink Mercy is the only skin that changes the color of her fortune highlighted intro.
Oh no, Pink Mercy mentioned. Oh no. Run, everybody hide.
Has 2 melee animations, one for first person and another for third. Roadhog's Rudolph skin says from Junkrat. Wrecking Ball will hit the buttons on his control panel when you use an ability. Multiple new Overwatch 2 heroes have voice lines for removed features like shield generators.
Enemy shield generator offline. They have a shield generator. Hunt it down. Shield generator spotted.
Their shield generator's in pieces. They got a shield generator.
Makes you think how long these heroes have been around, you know?
Bloody cheats! Shield generator, there!
Damn. Old sim. What? Is this patched? How does it work? I don't even understand. Oh, well, next.
This is how you...
Oh, jeez.
This is how you beat a pocketed widow. Step 1, locate the...
I thought that TikTok was suspiciously short.
This is how you beat a pocketed widow. Step 1, locate the...
The cutoff is so good. Most enjoyable Overwatch game. Swap to Sombra. Very helpful, thank you.
3 hard-to-swallow pills for Overwatch. Firstly, Baptiste is a raid boss with his damage, healing, and health. This mofo just does too much. Next, the game itself isn't bad. It isn't very unbalanced, however, it still has some flaws, but it's not as bad as the community says. Lastly, support players are whining too much, like please, your role is the best in the game, and yet you argue it's balanced or even needs buffs.
Anyway, that's been happening since like Season 5 though. Also, this came out on 12/6, I'm not gonna say it aged like milk, but man, people really hate Season 8 of Overwatch. They really hate this season. You know, I really didn't think this season's that bad. I think it's a little boring. I think the gameplay loop's a little bit boring right now, but whew, people do not like this season. This game isn't necessarily bad, just a lot less competitive due to the balancing than it was during its peak of Overwatch 1 level of competitiveness. This is kind of cope. I remember I was there in Overwatch 1 when everyone was talking about balance. Truly, balance is not the problem. Oh jeez. What? Why is this the Baltimore Orioles? Wait, is this the real Orioles? I have more followers than the Baltimore Orioles? Get f***ed. 1. 2, why do they get to get verified and I don't? 3, why is this submitted? Let us have something over here. They're stealing our one meme? Yo, who the... Hey, I want to know, who at the Orioles organization is an Overwatch fan? This just made my day better, thank you. I may not understand, but whatever you say, Orioles. Wait, it's all the normie replies. It's all normies. Normies and bots. They don't understand. Oh boy.
I'm a top 500.
This is 2 minutes and 15 seconds long. Hang on, what's the title say? Blocking valuable damages, Sigma.
I'm a top 500 tank and a coach for a semi-pro team, XONA, and I'm going to explain to you another concept.
Oh wait, I think I remember this guy.
Do not understand in this game at all, especially tank players, right? So not all damage is valuable for you to block, and you cannot get distracted. Okay, so many tank players get distracted. We look at what compositions teams are playing here, right? Last round, we lost, and the reason we lost is because we got distracted with this ball and this tracer, right? Big thing with ball tracer, if everybody looks at ball, that's good for ball. Why? Because the Sojourn gets value and the Tracer gets value, okay?
Okay.
So if everybody looks at ball, that's good for him. That fulfills his win condition. What that means for us is, realistically, we're not going to be able to shut down the ball or the Tracer on Sig, okay? That's not our job. Our Brig can do that. We have a Brig, we have a Cassidy, we're chill. Instead, our job is to look at this Sojourn, okay? Think about it. The only damage here, a Sig, which is valuable for us to block, is this Sojourn damage,
True.
right? So we take a look at this fight, and all we're going to do, we just look at the Sojourn, right? So we're kind of marking.
Yeah, you're going to miss. You're never going to hit the shots of the Tracer and whatnot.
The only damage we need to block is Sojourns, right? So we're here. And my ball is in our backline. Our Tracer is in our backline. I don't care.
Yeah.
My team can deal with that. I look behind me, obviously, to check on my backline. I try and get the Tracer. We're looking a little bit. The Sojourn does get a pick, but it's fine. I'm only focused on this Sojourn, okay?
Yeah.
Do not let this Sojourn get on my team. We shield it.
Yep. Yep.
And she backs out, right? And we do not let her play the game. Okay, she has rail, that's fine. We just stay in her face. And you see, they just have to back up. They can't take any space. And we, and our team, they kill the Tracer for us, right? So
I guarantee the comments of somebody that's like, I'm the Sigma, but my Brig and Cass and Tracer and Mercy all die if I don't turn and help them.
Our team can clear their flankers.
Which, don't get me wrong, happens. Not all the time.
Well, I just deal with the Sojourn. And as long as Sojourn can't rail somebody out of nowhere, right? Their team, they're not going to get any picks. They're not going to be able to kill anything, right? Ball Tracer shouldn't kill anything if we have a Brig Cassidy. All right, to really drive this home, right? This fight, okay? We're just on this Sojourn. On this Sojourn. She has her ult. We're not going to let her have any space, get any rails off, okay? She has to try and rail me. She throws her E on me, and she just gets pulled out, right? This Sojourn, no space. My team, rally.
I was playing Lifeweaver, which is a bit of a troll.
This Tracer's here. This ball's here. It does not matter.
All right, let's see the comments on this one. Someone feels like I'm launching marshmallows at the enemy. Overwatch is so complicated, man. I feel like I'm started way too late. I feel like that's a lot of competitive games that you jump in late. I'm gonna need some pro Brig tips. Okay, this is how you play Brig. Ready? My Ana is standing right here. You stand next to her. Shh. Bonk, bonk. Shh. Shh. Health pack. Health pack. That's how you play Brig. Easy. What if your Brig Cassie simply cannot deal with Ball Tracer? Then you go next. They should win that any day of the week. I knew it was gonna happen. I knew it was there. I was looking for it. What's with the Winton memes? Dude, how did the 2020 Winton memes of Twitter make it to TikTok? Oh no.
You know the passive Lifeweaver hat? Give it to Bastion, but instead of dropping a flower, you drop Ganymede and you just eat him, and you heal 50 HP. You can do the same with Ball as well. When Ball dies, Hammond just drops from it, and you just eat him for 50 HP. You know...
Vulgar, what the f... I forgot about Life Weaver passive. Honestly, kind of same, but I can't believe said eat the... Vulgar is a genius. You shut your mouth. Okay, I love Bulgur, but we're not dropping birds to eat. That's not happening. Oh no.
Overwatch being a competitive first-person shooter and not having a pro scene anymore is embarrassing. Not only because of how poorly the Overwatch League was run to the point it was pretty much a failure and was shut down, but also just as a casual player not having professional matches to be able to watch party with the boys is honestly quite sad. Games like
who's watch partying with the boys Overwatch League?
Valorant, CSGO, or League of Legends all have a pro scene that brings the entire community together to watch their favorite teams compete on the biggest stages in gaming. If anyone's ever watched a pro match like that before, you know that feeling it gives you of wanting to jump on the game with your squad and play out your ranked matches like you're the ones competing for a trophy. But Overwatch just doesn't have a pro scene that brings us that excitement and drive to play and improve like every...
Old Hollywood elevator spotted. Old Hollywood elevator spotted. Old Hollywood elevator spotted.
I have to play and improve like every other game has. I know not everyone cares to follow every single game played throughout the season, and trust me, neither do I. But even just watching the finals with your friends or in your favorite streamer's watch party brings such a feeling of community to the game that is otherwise lost. Especially if an NA team is beating an EU team. I've never been more patriotic in my life than spamming USA in Twitch chats. I really hope Overwatch can bring back an even more successful pro league in the future, because with all the good changes that are coming to the game down the road, a pro league for the community to rally behind would be the perfect way to truly revive this game.
Okay. I don't want to be that guy. Do I want to be that guy today? I might have to be that guy today. There's not really like a good chance of it happening. I mean, to be fair, I think Overwatch has like the potential to be one of the best esports, right? Like it could be when it was hype, when it like back in the day, it was. But they f***ed it. It's so f***ed, it might not be repairable. Unless they expand in some way like World Cup, it's GG's. Now, you might be like, well, what do you mean, Flats? Why is it GG's? Well, back in the day, there used to be tournaments. And the tournaments weren't Blizzard run. They were run by sponsors. So, for a good example, there was the Alienware monthly melee. And every month, Alienware would host a tournament, and people would sign up, and you know, people were looking for all these teams, and there was a top, like, yeah, Overwatch was like kind of starting to get its footing on like what it wanted to do and whatnot, but all these tournaments and whatnot were supplementing. Yes, there was Apex, not Apex Legends, but like Apex Overwatch. But like there was other tournaments that were supplementing it. But here's the problem. Overwatch killed those. Overwatch killed those. Overwatch wanted Overwatch League to become the new thing. And so they forced every other tournament out. Okay? How did they do this? They basically said to them, hey, you're running a tournament in our game, you have to pay us $10,000 a week to use our IP. So you went from hosting tournaments that, let's say, you know, they had a $10,000 prize pool, you know, and let's say it costs like $3,000-$4,000 to run the tournament for the weekend, you know, having staff, you know, cameras, whatever. But now you have another $40,000 a month charge. No company's going to take that. So they just said, peace out. And so they instantly killed every other tournament right out of the gate. Just dead. That way, everything got shifted into Overwatch League, which was coming soon after, which is what we had in 2018 happen. Now Overwatch League is dead. And so you could say there's two options. Blizzard either comes back in and tries to foster its own pro scene again, which, quite frankly, I'm not sure if they want to do because of how many millions of dollars it lost. Or you have outside parties come in and do it, who know that historically things did not go well for them. Also, community tournament license is ludicrously restrictive. That is very true. I remember Fran wanted to have a tournament back in the day, and it took her like months to get a license just to host an Overwatch tournament. Like, I think Jay's been talking about maybe hosting one. I don't know all the legality stuff anymore behind it. It's been a long time since I've been on that side and looked at it. But I think there was a hard cap of like 10K prize pool. You couldn't go over 10K. And if you tried to go over 10K, you had to like apply for all these licenses and whatnot. And like it legitimately wouldn't happen. You could not get it. It was almost impossible. What about the SKSD fundraiser one? Did that one need a license? I don't know, honestly. I mean, I didn't run it, but if you're talking about the Ride of the Valkyries one, like where she had like you to play Mercy, probably. If you're talking about the one where I played to like raise money for her, like her stepdad or dad that had gotten shot, no, you didn't. I don't think you didn't need a license for that because it was just for funsies. But also had a GoFundMe attached. But like an actual tournament, like that's different. Like I don't know about her actual tournament. They probably had to like do something, but it's also about that prize pool too. I don't disagree with this. It is true, but at the same time, I don't see it happening. Overwatch actually died with Overwatch 2. 5v5 is awful comp format and will forever be worse for it. We know it's coming back. They're just refranchising. It takes time. Yeah, I know they said like, oh, we're gonna come back stronger than ever. Yeah, okay. Like, you know, we'll see. I guess we'll see.